Hello Bobcats, I'm Gabi Larsen.
And I'm Kylie, Valency.
Welcome to the last episode of The Sage for this year.
We have a lot to cover today.
We'll give a glimpse into Orchestra's concert this Friday,
a recap of Senior Legacy Night,
hear from Joey Babcock and Maxwell Davis for sports,
a look at the long-awaited ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Performing Arts Center,
and last but definitely not least, we have some seniors with their advice to next classes and their final goodbyes.
We've got all that and so much more on this episode of The Sage.
To kick off today's show, we have an inside look on Orchestra's last concert of the year.
The music department is presenting Night at the Pops this Friday, which features songs from pop culture.
Sophie Mosman has everything you need to know for their final performance.
Friday, June 8th, Sage Creek's music department is having its final concert for the year. A Night at the Pops will take place at the Carlsbad Community Church at 7 p.m. They will be playing music from The Greatest Showman, Spider-Man, The Legend of Zelda, and How to Train Your Dragon. Make sure to go out and support your music department. And this has been Sophie Mostmond reporting for The Sage. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Sophie. It sounds like the concert has a lot to offer.
That sounds like so much fun. I love The Greatest Showman, so I'm excited to see how they play This Is Me. Make sure you head out and support our orchestra and keep an eye out for our seniors playing and their last concert.
Speaking of seniors, Senior Legacy Night was last Friday.
Legacy Night is a night where seniors come together and celebrate and reflect on their four-year journey. This year, the night was filled with performances, speeches, and making final senior memories.
Let's send it over to Maxwell Davis with all that went down.
Last Friday was Sage Creek's Senior Legacy Night, with speeches and performances from the graduating class, as well as time to hang out and sign yearbooks. We caught up with senior Brett Paulson to see why he thought Legacy Night was so important for the graduating class.
I feel like Legacy Night really encompasses the whole senior experience. It just gets our whole 4 years into one small thing, and it makes us really nostalgic and sentimental, and I feel like it's a good thing. If we didn't have it, I feel like it'd be a boring graduation without it, because now we have something to cry about.
We also asked teacher Dominic Menente about what he would miss about the graduating class.
I'm going to miss the welcoming spirit that this class possesses, where they really have a strong sense of community and they're just so inviting to anyone that comes to the school. That's what I really noticed about this group of people, is how they made me feel special and a part of this school when I first started here.
Senior Chloe Easterbrook told us what her favorite part about Senior Legacy Night was.
I really like the speeches too. I think it's nice to hear students talk in an informal way, even though they're up on stage. There's a little bit of joking around, and the performances were really nice, actually. The performances were great. I was like, whoa. I was really amazed. So, yeah, I really liked it. It was really fun.
And for the last time, this has been Maxwell Davis reporting for The Sage. Now back to the anchors.
My favorite part of the night was Max Pedrozzani and Brett Paulson singing Best Part. It was so sweet.
It sounded like a lot of fun.
Definitely, but it isn't over yet. We still have tons of activities planned for the rest of the year, and I'm so excited.
Me as well. Last weekend, we had 2 lone Sage Creek athletes still competing at the state level, all the way in Fresno. Here's Joey Babcock and Maxwell Davis with a final update on sports.
Hello Bobcats, and welcome to the last edition of Sports and Announcements. I'm Joey Babcock.
And I'm Maxwell Davis. Let's get started. In sports, last Friday, John Walter finished 14th in state in the high jump with a 6'3" opening clearance.
Also at state, Megan Matson finished 16th in her last 300-meter hurdle with a time of just under 45 seconds. So Megan, how did you feel you performed at state this year?
I feel like I did pretty well overall. I mean, I didn't do as well as I wanted to. I wanted to get into finals, but basically I would have had to been perfect in order to get into finals. So yeah, I did pretty well. I think I did pretty well. 16th in the state. It's not bad.
Well, it sounds like you still got a school record. Is that true?
I got a school record the previous week at CIF finals, where I ran a 43.6 and qualified for state.
All right. I don't know how to finish an interview.
Last week, seniors Christian Jenke and Christian Grego earned a spot at the Senior All-Stars volleyball match, but were placed on the separate teams.
Stephen Klinsky will be pitching in the Padres High School All-Star Game, which will be the first one held in 20 years.
Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been Maxwell Davis.
And for the first and last time, Joey Babcock, reporting for The Sage. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Joey and Max.
Over the last few years, we've all been on the edge of our seats waiting for the completion of the Performing Arts Center.
On June 4th, the PAC had its ribbon cutting ceremony and its first event, Senior Awards Nights, which took place yesterday.
Brady Caskey and I have been keeping you all up to date on the progress of the PAC. So, without further ado, here's a look at the completed Performing Arts Center. After months of working on Sage Creek's Performing Arts Center, the ribbon-cutting ceremony took place this past Monday, June 4th.
It's been a long journey that our students, our staff, and our parents endured. And to me, that's something that I'm very proud of, is just how patient our community was. And now, as you saw today, there's a lot of excitement for this beautiful stage that our students will be able to perform on. So I'm absolutely thrilled, and I can't wait to see our talented students showcase their talents.
One of the many students waiting to showcase their talents at the Performing Arts Center is junior Rose Peterson.
I am overjoyed with the theater and how far it's come. I've waited so long for this and wait to put on a play or a dance show in it. I'm so excited.
Among those who are also excited is Gary Minch, project superintendent. With this being his 26th project, he finds it to be more rewarding than usual.
This has been a lot of fun, challenging job coming out of the ground. You're 14 feet down with 88 steps. We had about 16 inches of rain, to do this job. So you guys going here, saw what it took to get to where we are today.
And today we start a new journey. The construction is over, but the memories that we will make at the Performing Arts Center are still to come. For the final time this year, this has been Kylie, Valency, and Brady Caskey reporting for The Sage. Now back to the anchors.
It took a while to get to this point, but this PAC was so worth it. When I was at the Senior Awards Night, it was stunning.
It was so fun getting to see it progress little by little throughout the year.
Besides the PAC, I've gone to see some of my fellow senior class go through 4 years at Sage Creek.
With graduation nearing, Paige Loeffler and Bailey Danes put together a senior send-off video to commemorate all of the good times.
Don't be afraid to do stuff that you're scared to do.
Do whatever you want, because it's going to get you further in life, being yourself than pretending to be someone else.
Don't get caught up trying to be cool, because you are cool.
Yeah, I know a lot of people focus on academics instead of extracurriculars, but those are important too.
Make as many memories as you can, because 4 years is a lot shorter than you think.
Be proud of Sage Creek. Wear it proud. No one's gonna be scared. Yeah, don't be scared.
Small things that I don't know I'm gonna miss until you're gone. Yeah. And just hanging out whenever you want. That kind of. Why are you crying?
That was cute. That was
God. Yeah. That.
If you see someone that's in the back of the classroom that's getting bullied,
say hi to them.
You say hi to them and, hey dude, what's poppin'? That's all you have to do.
Don't try to do nothing for nobody else. Do everything for yourself and be independent.
You're a Bobcat and you always will be a Bobcat, so be your Bobcat best.
Yeah, you're only here for 4 years, so make the most of it.
These were some of the best years that I'll look back on forever, and you definitely do not want to miss out on anything.
For the seniors going to the senior breakfast, the full video will be played there with all of the interviews.
Filming that video was so emotional. It's crazy to think that we are all graduating in 8 days. It seems like just yesterday that I was a freshman. The years have gone by so fast, but they've been amazing. Being editor-in-chief has definitely been one of the highlights of my high school experience.
I agree with you, Gabi. And I can't wait to continue growing the Sage as editor-in-chief with Madison Young next year.
Make sure to go check out thesagenews.com for all of our end of the year stories.
Congratulations to everyone making it through another year.
And good luck to seniors on all of your future endeavors.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the last episode of the 2017-2018 school year. This has been Kylie, Valency.
And for the last time, this is Gabi Larsen reporting for
The Sage.
The Sage.
The Sage. The Sage. The Sage.
The Sage.
All right, that's it. I think that's it for the show.
Cut.
And yeah.